Welcome everyone, I'm Jordan Sharp. After splitting a pair of NBA picks last night, it's Thursday evening, which means it's time once again for my NBA playoff picks of the day. Now we've been faltering just a little bit here over the last 3 nights, however I'm still 16-8 in the playoffs so far this season for the NBA, and I'm going to try to get a couple more wins here tonight with a couple of really important Game 6s on Thursday evening. The first one in Milwaukee between the Chicago Bulls and the Milwaukee Bucks. The Bulls come in as a 3.5 point road favorite in this one, total of 187.5. Now, of course, the Bulls went up 3-0 in this series, have lost the last 2 games in a row, looked pretty bad doing it as well. And most of it has been on Derrick Rose. However, a lot of it has also been on Coach Tom Thibodeau, who has absolutely no idea what he's doing here against Jason Kidd, and he has been out-coached, but definitely over the last 2 games. Now, if the Bulls can overcome that here this evening, good for them. However, I don't know if they're going to, which makes it very difficult for me to lay the 3.5 points here on the road for this one. The Bulls, obviously the key to their offense is Derrick Rose, and the fact that he's had 2 days off is going to be big for this team. I think he'll have a bounce-back game. I think the Bulls do end up winning this game. However, I'm going to go with the bet on the under here, 187.5. Even though it's a very low total, it should be a pretty defensive game here between these 2 teams in Milwaukee in Game 6. Under's cashed a lot in Milwaukee so far. And even though the total's slightly lower, I think the fact that it's an elimination game could lead to the under being a pretty good play here. The under 7-2, and it would have been 8-1 in this in all their meetings so far this season if it wouldn't have been for that overtime meeting in game number 2. Under's also 4-1 in the Bulls' last 5 trips to Milwaukee dating back to the regular season. So I do think that the under here could have some value at 187.5. I'm going to go there for my first NBA pick of the day. Next one I have for you is the San Antonio Spurs trying to close out the Los Angeles Clippers once again here tonight, as they have taken a 3-2 series lead and are coming into this game as a 5.5 point favorite at home against the Clippers, total of 205.5. Now we got burned on the under just a few nights ago between these 2 teams. Teams barely cashed the over, and I think I'm going to jump back on that bandwagon here, but go with the over instead this time at 205.5. I think between these 2 clubs, despite the fact that it's an elimination game here, I think the Spurs and the Clippers could end up scoring a lot of points here tonight, for the Clippers trying to stave off elimination, for the Spurs trying to not have to go back to Los Angeles for Game 7. The over is now 10-4. And these 2 teams' last 14 meetings overall, dating back not only to this season, but last season as well in the playoffs. And in their 5 playoff meetings this season, the over is now 3-2 thanks to that Game 5 victory. But should be a faster pace style game tonight. I think that could also play into the fact of the over here this evening. And that's where I'm going here with my second NBA pick of the day. So over 205 between the Clippers and the Spurs, under 187.5 between the Bucks and the Bulls. Those are your NBA picks of the day. Best of luck to you on those 2, and I'll see you back here tomorrow. But until then, I'm Jordan Sharp, and this has been another edition of the Sharp Pick.